Mexico is located in the northern region of the American continent. It is between the Gulf of Mexico and the Pacific Ocean. It is bordered by the United States on the north and by Guatemala and Belize on the south. There are 6,000 miles of coastline stretching along the Pacific Ocean and Gulf of Mexico. Central Mexico is primarily a volcanic plateau surrounded by vast mountain ranges. There are two main mountain ranges in northern Mexico, the Sierra Madre Occidental and Sierra Madre Oriental. In the north, the climate is temperate and relatively dry. The rainy season starts in May. There are 246 rivers in Mexico. Mexico covers almost 2 million square kilometers.
In March 1325, it was the Tenochtitlan's foundation. The city was built on a dam by a lake called Texcoco. April 12, 1518. The Spanish conquered the Aztec Empire. September 16, 1810. It was the Mexican independence. May 5, 1862. The General Ignacio Zaragoza defeated the French army in the Battle of Puebla. January 14, 1877. It was the Porfiriato, period in which the dictator Porfirio Diaz was the president of Mexico. November 20, 1910. It was the Mexican Revolution. On February 5, 1977, the Mexican Constitution was promulgated. In January 15, 1926, it was the Cristero War between the laity and the government of Plutarco Elías Calles. On March 18, 1938, the oil industry was nationalized. On October 2, 1968, it was the Tlatelolco Massacre.
Mexico is one of the most important mining countries of the world. It is considered the number 1 in silver production and the 9th in gold. Mexico was once the 3rd world producer of petroleum, but now its price has lowered and the Mexican petroleum industry stopped being a monopoly. Mexico has lots of springs and cenotes where fresh water can be found. The Chihuahuan Desert is the 3rd largest of America and the most biologically diverse, containing agave plants, cactus, rodents, snakes, among other species. Mexico has a very good weather which allows different crops to grow, like corn, essential for creating tortillas, cocoa, which is used for creating chocolate, avocado, one of the most expensive and required fruits, and tomato, which its original name is jictomato. Mexico has the 2nd largest coral reef of the world, giving a place to live for millions of marine species and also helping to reduce the CO2 of the atmosphere. Between the individuals as between the nations, the respect to the alien right is a peace, set by Benito Juárez after the overthrow of the Second Mexican Empire. Land is for the one who works in it, set by Emiliano Zapata, one of the main revolutionaries. Effective suffrage, no re-election, set by Francisco I. Madero, promoting democracy. Through my race, the spirit will talk, set by José Vasconcelos, director of the Mexican National University. The homeland is first, set by Vicente Guerrero, one of the fighters of the Mexican independence.
Amando Nervo, Mexican petition, said, "If living is just dreaming, let's do good dreaming." Mario Moreno, Mexican actor and comedian, winner of a Golden Globe in 1966, said, "The obligation of every human being is to be happy, and the second is to make others happy." Sor Juana Inés de la Cruz, our Mexican writer, said, "I don't study to learn more, but to be less ignorant." Ignacio Allende, captain of the Ejército Realista during the independence of Mexico, said, "Regardless of the site of the city, of town, where men and women are born, at the end, they are the size of their work and their desire to magnify and enrich their brother." Carlos Fuentes, Mexican writer, intellectual, and diplomat, said, "The past is written in memory and the future present in desire." There is a population of 119,530,753 people in Mexico. Mexico is in the 11th most populated countries in the world. It has a growth rate of 1.9% and a birth rate of 18.3%. There is an annual growth of 1.4%. The life expectancy in Mexico is of 75 years. The fertility rate is 2.2, and the infant mortality rate is 16%. During the last 65 years, the population of Mexico has been grown for more than 4 times. In 1950, there was a population of 25.8 million people. And by 2015, there was already 119.5 million. By 2015, for every 94 men, there was 100 women. By 2015, the population of people of 15 years or less represent 25% of the total, while the group of from 15 to 64 it is 65%, and the population of the third age represent 7.2%.